Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on in to another exciting episode of Monday Night Munchies as we get ready and build our way to our next pay-per-view, Demonetized. We start with our opening contest here tonight as Mackie Gender making their way to the ring as more and more folks try to climb their way up the Fast and Free division.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from wherever he wants, weighing in at 205 pounds, Mackie Gender.
Mackie Gender, one of the two gentlemen in contest tonight. We'll be seeing a lot of insane action from what I've been told. Manager's got some things planned up, and we'll see some things happen. Maybe finally get some answers to what's going on between some of the people we've been seeing having interaction since last week. For the last 2 weeks, actually. So let's see how things are going to go. Here tonight on Monday Night Munchies. Apologies.
And his opponent from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 150 pounds, super smooth, Magnum Ventura!
Magnum Ventura making his way into the ring after being a part of an opportunity to earn a Fast and Free title shot. Now that the champ has definitively guarded from the ability of someone being able to face him in a number one contenders match and become the number one contender that way. Gentlemen in the Fast and Free division now having to do the normal route, which is building your way up the roster. Moonsault up the Hearts rope, misses, and ooh! Blocks the pump. Go! Both men going for maneuvers. Super kick or spear kick missed. And that leap back for Rana turned into a reverse electric chair sit bomb. That brought Mackie down to the mat. Now Magnum off the ropes. What we're going to see from Magnum here. Drop kick. Basement drop kick to the kneeling opponent. Goes super smooth. Magnum Ventura. Ventura now tossing him to the floor. Going all the way up to the Hearts rope. Moonsault. But he's not done yet and not confident enough at the moment to feel that the pin's needed. Ooh, good wise choice as Mackie. Not only with an up kick out of the corner, running out of the corner with a leaping spear kick. Catching him across the side of the jaw there. The Magnum grabbing hold of Mackie, putting him into the corner now, but Mackie fighting out of that side of town. Leaping spear kick yet again. This time connecting. As stated by some of our fans, Mackie Gender, the spear kicking spammer, trying to do everything he can to earn himself a leg up in the division. Speaking of leg up, after getting kicked to the rope to the legs. Oh! Rolling into the code break, or into the code breaker there. But no. Only a 2 count. It's Magnum Ventura on the aggression right now. Stomp between the uprights and walks it through. Uh-oh. Top rope moonsault connects, and this time Magnum going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh. 2 count only as the shoulder goes up. The Ventura's not done yet. Stomp to the body, picking up Mackie. Oh, Mackie returns with a soul butt to the belly. And now Mackie Jander telling him how he refills, and once again a leaping spear kick. Connecting right to the temple. Magnum Ventura, but Ventura stopping Mackie from doing whatever he had planned from the top rope and brings him down. Only way nobody wants to come down. Uh-oh. Ventura in the corner looking for something here. Might be looking for something big. Rolling capo kick. And now a spear kick connects as Mackie had rolled out the way of the capo kick. That rolling capo kick into the corner. And Mackie now. And another spear kick to the face after the one to the knees. 1, 2. Ooh. 2 counts still. It's both gentlemen testing the waters to see where they're at with their opponent's stamina and ability to hold on. So far evenly matched. Now Mackie finally getting some offense, and oh Lord, here we go. Mackie Jander removing the top turnbuckle pad. And off of Hart's rope, that backdiving elbow connects to the Hart. Spear kick connects, and another one to the back of the skull. Trying to double tap him. 1, 2, and Mackie Jander picking up the victory by any means necessary tonight. Magnum was working his heart out to being very close to wins, but the quote-unquote cunning resolve of Mackie Jander proved tonight that his ways were the better ways in this opening match here this evening. But what will that do for the standings of the Fast and Free division? And what will that do for Mackie if a match must be made to see who will become the #1 contender? Man. And ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the fabulous Freebirds from Texas. Weighing in at 220 pounds, Iron Pitbull.
The Retro Bird, ISO Pigeon, making his way into our next contest here tonight, trying to climb up the heavyweight division to possibly get a match against friend and rival and current LRW World Champ, or LRW Heavyweight Champ, Titan 5T18. But tonight, we're going far back in the past. As K-Man Carl makes his way down to the ring.
And his opponent from the Stone Age, weighing in at 301 pounds, Dino Caveman Carl.
What will the ancient granddaddy of Unga Bunga style do tonight to try and move himself back into the hunt of the title picture here at LRW? As he has been trying his best to make sure he climbs back up and having to deal with a few interesting individuals along the way, but I always love seeing the smile on Carl's face. Because if you talk to Caveman Carl. He is the epitome of win, lose, or draw. I'm going to have a good time. ISO pigeon on one side, Carl on the other. Here we go. And running pop-up knee, quick one. Catching Carl off guard enough, and Carl, though, returning the favor with that discus forearm right to the beak. Both gentlemen now back to their feet. Collar and elbow tie up. Carl showing that old man strength as he pushes Pigeon into the corner. Carl now clobbering away at Pigeon in the corner. Goes from one side of the world to the other. Just stops. Decides, nah, I don't need to run at him. I just need to explode him into the corner. Now Carl going for the pin, thinking maybe this is a quick in and out. But no. ISO Pigeon able to kick at it too, but still. Oh, the running knee strike to the side of the skull. It's Carl now in rare form. Just full of piss and vinegar, as they like to say. But the Pigeon now with a side headlock getting reversed, as I say that, into a key lock. That arm and shoulder trap. Putting all the pressure. And now an STO takeover puts Pigeon down as Carl going for another pin. 1, 2, no. Still a 2, but not enough to put him away. Pigeon gets out the way, catches Carl. Spanish fly. Double leg rebound moonsaults lands for ISO Pigeon, and now Pigeon with a beautiful standing moonsault connects, going for the pin. Thinking Carl maybe wasted all of his energy, but no, only a 1, if that. Pigeon's got a fight for him tonight. Oh, blocks the kick, and now Carl coming out swinging. Kicks to the body. Oh, but Pigeon countering the DDT attempt. We've seen Carl been adapting here. Pigeon with another Spanish fly, this time not so close to the ropes. And Pigeon telling Carl, come on, get up to your feet. I got a chop, a kick, and some more hits for you. Uh-oh! Wing clips. Clipping the wings, and now. Oh, but Pigeon drove for that that choke slam. We didn't know him to do, but gets countered as Carl reverses it into a stun gun off the ropes into the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, 2 count again. And Carl getting frustrated, thinking, why am I losing? Why am I not putting this guy away? Not remembering that ISO Pigeon is a decorated member of the LRW community and has won himself many a match. Big old meteor leg drop crashing from the sky there off that top rope, and Pigeon now going after Carl, gets caught from the drop kick as he gets stomped between the uprights. And Carl now looking to do some damage here. Uh-oh. Looking for it. Bronto tail. But Pigeon grabbing the rope instantly, knowing what was coming. Is that Bronto tail 2 submission. Now, Caveman Carl has been using the win here lately. Worked in his favor. Uh-oh. Carl slipped on through and catches him with a chop block as ISO Pigeon reverses the suplex attempt. And now Pigeon putting Carl into a neutral corner. Oh, but Carl fights out it with a sharp elbow. Going from behind goes Carl. Atomic drop. Tried and true classic. It always works. And a big knee strike across the jaw. Oblique. Oh! Tornado DDT connects. And Carl now with barely energy. Crawling over for the pin. And does get it. But how close was Pigeon coming to win that match? Had Carl not given up everything to get the win here tonight. K-Man Carl, though, with the victory. Having to give it his all here tonight to take out such a tough opponent. Lots of great action here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As Ricky Gates, the Reaper,
contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Reaper, Ricky Gates.
Ricky Gates making his way to the ring. As our action continues here tonight, coming off the loss from last month's pay-per-view, joining the other gentleman in the heavyweight division, trying to climb the way back to the top. First shot at gold. And his opponent tonight.
And his opponent from Havana, Cuba, weighing in at 260 pounds, the villain, Sheik Perez.
Chico Perez making his way down to the ring after a crazy set of matches in the past couple weeks. Now looking to take out a gentleman who was in contention for the number one contendership spot. No longer now. And the villain looking to use the Reaper as a stepping stone towards his chances and possible victory to becoming the next LRW champion. But the villain has to go through the Reaper. Does the villain have a game plan? Or will death come for him this night as the Reaper plans to end any kind of momentum for Chico Perez here this evening? There's only one way to find out, ladies and gentlemen, that is to watch here at LRW. See what's gonna happen. Ricky Gaines on the one side. Chico Perez on the other. The Reaper versus the villain. Here we go. Well, gentlemen, meeting in the realm of the ring there now. And Ricky with the grapple to the wrist. Taking control, and now ringing the arm and yanking it. Puts Chico down to a knee for a moment. Chico reverses. Now putting the same pain on the Ricky Gates. And returns the favor. Says, whatever you can do, old man, I can do better. And now into the hammerlock, torquing that shoulder and elbow into the wrong direction. Ricky slides through, fireman's carry into a shoulder lock. Chico tried to get up, but using that shoulder lock to keep Chico to at least one knee. So the Reaper can keep hold, but Chico now finally pummeling away at the belly. And, oh, drop kick, but the wisdom of Reaper, countered it and countered that with a running knee strike into the pin. But barely a one count as Chico able to get out of it. Lifting big knee into the solar plexus. And now the Reaper. Oh, Chico, though, with an insecurity to a counter. See, now lifts the Reaper up to his feet. Oh, but Ricky kicking right to that left thigh. Leg scissors, trap pin. One, not even a one, if any. Off the ropes, dropping him with a double axe handle. As Ricky knows he needs to keep the villain down, or at least not being able to get any momentum back, as Ricky grabbing him off the ropes there. Uh-oh. Gets him twisted all around, and using the elasticity of the ropes to bend and bow. Chico's knee, face to his knee, and a big boot. As he launches Chico outside after that flurry of knee combo. Oh, but Chico playing a little old possum, it looks like. Using the opportunity in the drop of the guard. The slam. Ricky Gates to the floor, and now that running knee. Oh, God. Clothesline combo puts Ricky on the mat as Chico grabbing him by the throat and smacking the taste out of his mouth there. Dragon suplex connects on the floor. Count of 5. Oh, but Ricky fighting out of it. And Chico now with a snapmare puts him down, but Ricky fights back. Picks up Chico in a fireman's carry, but Chico, couple good placed elbows on the jaw there. Gets out of it. Now Chico, let's look Chico over here. Maybe a suplex. Oh, jackhammer by the villain. But gets caught with a jawbreaker as Ricky able to hold on and get these upper kicks to the upper rib cage. And now the Reaper looking to get springy with the thingy on the outside here. Very close range. Martial arts leap over kick. Connects, and uh-oh, Ricky Gates. Skull splitter into the pin. 1, 2. Whoa. That skull splitting knee. Only with a 2 count. And out from behind, Chico with that dragon suplex again, this time in the ring. But Ricky showing the wear and tear and determination. The dragon screw leg whip connects. Chico now fighting out of the grapple as Ricky looked to put him in the corner. Chico now looking for something here, grabbing the arm and bringing it across into the leg drop across the bicep as it was twisted. Putting all the pain and pressure on those muscles. Perez now contemplating what he plans on doing here. And Ricky taking the time, the moment to not only get a breather, but also fight out of it as he sends Chico into the corner. And Ricky Gates bounces off Enziguri out of the corner. Right off the Hart's rope, and both gentlemen go back outside. As the count starts at 1. Oh, dragon suplex again on the floor. Dropping him on the back of his neck and head. Both gentlemen are down for the moment. Chico back up to his feet now to count of 5. And Chico dropping the elbow, making Ricky Gates eating the floor face first. Count of 6 happens. Chico took kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Chico looking for, no. Ricky Gates, the Reaper, fights out of the powerbomb position. Ooh, spinning roundhouse kick. And the Reaper picking Chico up, but not bringing him back into the ring as Chico is out on his feet. And just at the count of 10, right before the full count was over, oh! The villain gets back into the ring. And then a Greco-Roman takedown. A belly-to-back takedown lands flush, and Chico now getting up, leaping into that leg drop from the top. 1, 2, and it is all over as the scorpion tail strikes for the villain.
Here is your winner, the villain, Sheik
Good back and forth match here tonight, but at the end, the villain came out with a game plan and knew exactly what he needed to do to pick up the victory here tonight on Monday Night Munchies. A lot of crazy action going on so far this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe we're barely even halfway through the show, with more action to come as the big fella makes his way down to the ring.
Making his way to the ring from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 418 pounds, the Goliath Grunt.
As Goliath Grunt, the newest acquisition to Monday Night Munchies, looks to continue his winning ways. And tonight he will take on another member of the LRW of the Monday Night Munchies roster to help him climb up that huge ladder that is the LRW World or LRW Heavyweight Championship, being held by Titan 5T18. And this is a very interesting predicament, as the other new entrant and draftee, trade-in draftee to LRW, to Monday Night Munchies from Super Showdown, the leader of the Cutthroat Era, Christian King, taking on Goliath Grunt tonight. Now, we've seen these men cross paths at the last month's pay-per-view in that six-man zoo match. And now tonight, without the interference of the cage, how will Christian King do against the big man known as Goliath Grunt here tonight? Will the Cutthroat Era continue to march forward here this evening? Or will it be halted for a moment by the large mass and power of his opponent here tonight? I, for one, am interested to see how this goes, as I have seen both these gentlemen doing stuff on Super Showdown. Can't wait to see what they're going to bring the Monday Night Munchies, and tonight we get to see exactly what's going to be as the ref rings the bell. Oh, big kick and a backhand. Grunt ducks the other kick, but gets caught with a right hand and a backhand again. Ducks the kick, pick the ankle. It's Goliath now headbutt to the top of the skull of Christian King. And Goliath, look at the strength. That deadlift military press, and lets him fall from such great heights. Goliath now off the ropes. The big boy splash, connecting right on top of Christian King. Goliath now scooping up Christian, but Christian gets out of it, and a chop block to the left knee, trying to chop the big redwood down. Dropping a leg drop, double leg drop between the uprights there, connects flushly, but oh Lord, Goliath not happy about it as he shoves him into the corner now. Kick to the ropes, into the knee, putting all that metallic tension as he catches him in the corner with snake eyes. Goliath now going for the pin. But only a 1. Is Christian able to kick out in time, more than enough time? Goliath, look here again. Just showing how much physically dominant he is. Which is no small feat, mind you. Christian King is in a very decent shape and a very tall gentleman himself. Oh, the punt not connecting. As King counters and caught him with a right hand, but Goliath eating that right hand, and now both gentlemen swinging for the fences like it's the home run derby. And a whiff counter is Goliath getting 2 good shots in on King, but King fires back with a chop. And once again, Goliath just showing the confidence of not only being the bigger of the two, but possibly the stronger of the two with a big clothesline. A big ham hock of a bicep. Uh-oh. Up and down. Calls that the fall of man. As Goliath Grunt picks up the victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, the Goliath Grunt.
And Goliath Grunt once again showing his dominance over the Monday Night Munchies roster for the time being. Who will be able to stop this gigantic momentum of the big fella? And ladies and gentlemen, some of our ladies finally in action here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
As country living.
Representing the fabulous Freebirds from Oklahoma, Sunshine Lauren Pan.
As Lola Fent makes her way into the ring here tonight in singles competition. She has been trying to climb her way back up the Goddess of the World division to be the next lady in line after Rihanna Hunter and Valeska Winters. And speaking of the Southern Amazon,
and her opponent from Stone Mountain, Georgia, Lady Destroyer, Valeska Winters.
now say what you will, but since this new look and change of Valeska Winters, Southern Amazon has been more fierce, more dominant this season of LRW. And after a powerful win over Susan Smashing, Valeska Winters feels she has nobody else to worry about other than who's going to win between the Dark Arthur Rihanna Hunter and our current Goddess of the World, the Silver Raven, Adriana Nevermore. Tonight, she proves to Lolafent she may not be ready just yet. But don't say that, count Lolafent out, as Lolafent has proven time and time again. It is not always about the size of the dog in the fight. How much fight that dog's got in him. And Valeska respectfully shaking the hand. Oh, and Valeska telling Lolafent, I respect you, but I'm going to hurt you. Lolafent fighting out of the corner now. Double axe handle. Oh, Lord. And Valeska now picked up but slipped the route and drops in a reverse DDT as Lolafent counter fighting. Oh, but misses the double stomp there, but a big boot ducks underneath. using her size to the advantage here. But Velasquez using hers. She drives her head first, face first into the mat. And now working on the arm there. And a big sit out across the chest. And a lifting knee to there. Uh-oh. Clothesline weebles, but wobbles. Weebles and wobbles, but the Southern Amazon doesn't fall just yet as Elephant chopping down that Southern Pine. Or tried to at least. Velasquez shoves her into the corner now, and now using the top of the top rope there. That steel cable taped up. We call ropes here. And gets tossed like a bad pancake into a pin now. 1, 2. Ooh, only a 1. As Velasquez trying to prove why she's the next #1 contender. Not letting anybody else have a chance to disqualify her from those claims. Uh-oh. Big clubbing forearm right across the collarbone. Doesn't feel good any way, shape, or form. Skull puller misses. Side skull puller. And a running clothesline, but Velasquez able to hold on, and she's been doing really well with her training lately, apparently. And brings her back in the hard way. Oh, but Elephant, knowing that these kicks worked, kick to the legs and the gut, trying to chop the tree down. And as a woman who's known to be planting gardens everywhere, she goes. She might know a thing or two about chopping a tree down when it's needed. From one side of the world to the other, running knee strikes into the corner. Nowhere to go but to feel it, and a leapfrog and a springboard frog splash. But only gets 1. Velasquez now starting to feel the wear and tear from the match connect, but fights back with a back elbow. Clubbing blow to the kidneys, and uh-oh. Has her up high. She's telling her, ooh, how she's going to feel. 1031 bomb in the corner. And I believe Lolafint's skull bounced off of some of them turnbuckles. As Lolafint thinking the match is still going on. Trying to climb her way back into the corner. And Velasquez winners. Showing why she's the next #1 contender here at LRW. A lot of crazy things has happened here tonight. And even more coming about as Disastro, 1/2 of Zero Gravity, looks to be in singles competition here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing High Energy from Great Falls, Montana, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Disaster.
As the nuclear disaster makes his way into the ring. Wonder if this is to help set up for something later on. Here at Monday Night Munchies. As Disastro competes here tonight, and I believe his first singles contest of Monday Night Munchies. Oh, this makes some interesting sense as 1/2 of the Buzzy Hit House, Jackie Bruce.
76 pounds,
The Darkwing Diva. Here tonight is both gentlemen, there's both teams really, both the Buzzy In-House and Zero Gravity, having to go back from the beginning and looking to climb up the ranks in the Two Bad Dudes division, the men's tag team division. And maybe tonight a win over one or the other in singles competition will give them the boost they need to start climbing up the ranks as quick as possible. Here in Monday Night Munchies. Will it be the nuclear disaster, or will it be the heavy metal headbanger here tonight? Respect? When is that? Oh, never mind. Oh! And Jackie, don't know where he can stick that respect he tried to play him for. The bell is rung. Both gentlemen now. Match is underway, and Disastro already set up here, but gets countered. Jackie Bruce. Oh, gets caught with a drop kick by Disastro. Disastro up top. Snap moonsault connects from the top corner, and Disastro now trying to use the speed as key as a spear kick to the jaw. Connects. Now going all the way up top. What is the nuclear disaster looking for here? Big old martial arts kick countered. As Jackie moved out the way and now sending, oh no, Disastro sending him over the top rope onto the apron, and now Disastro, we're going out to the apron with him. What are they planning here? Oh no, I think I know what they're planning. DDT spikes him onto the side, on the edge of the apron. Rumor has it's the second hardest part of the ring, which I don't believe so, but you know, it's what people keep telling me. And now the worst kind of noogies to the side of the temple and skull. Jackie Bruce continues to slowly pick at the armor and limbs. He stomps the fingies on the floor there of his opponent, Disastro. Jackie now tossing Disastro back into the ring at the count of 5. And now back into the count of 6 for himself. Uh-oh. Picks him up. Reverse choke slam. And I believe Disastro may have caught the bottom rope there. Someone will have to hit the replay and tell me. Big clubbing blow to the back of the skull. And the up kick, not enough to keep Jackie Bruce from trying to rock all night long. So he sets up for a stun gun. Off the ropes there. Disastro moved out the way of that kick. Quick kick to the gut for his own. And uh-oh, monkey flick attempt. Misses as he gets caught with a reverse atomic drop and a knee into the axe kick by Jackie Bruce. That heavy metal stomp into the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, very close, but only 2. As that was not the album that was going to send him to get the gold. Belly to belly. Gets countered though by Disastro as he quickly turns it around and gets to a hip tuck. Or hip toss there, blocking the knee strike. Gets the counter of the big kick. And Disastro with a Russian leg sweep. Unless you're from Russia, of course. Then it's just a leg sweep. But still, leg sweep either way. Disastro now turning Jackie around in that neutral corner. And oh, kick to the back. Clubbing him down. Kind of a modified sling blade out of that corner. Kick to the body. Face buster. He drives him face first into the mat. And Disastro going up top. Nuclear fallout from the top. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. As Disastro picks up the win over Jackie Bruce here this evening. And right here, there's a reverse atomic drop off the monkey flip there, and then the knee lift into this heavy metal stomp. Thought it was over there. And no, only the 2 count. As the nuclear disaster, able to call upon that fusion cannon he calls his stamina to set up the nuclear fallout into the pin on the Jackie Bruce to give him the 3 count this
Here's
evening.
your winner, the Disaster.
What will this do for Zero Gravity standings? And will we see more Zero Gravity taking on Buzzy Hithouse in the near future? Only time will tell us. And speaking of a goddess of the world earlier, the Silver Raven, Adriana Nevermore, making her way to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, the Women's Wrestling Champion, Adriana.
As Adriana Nevermore steps into the ring, this time tonight, not against her normal opponent, which is the Dark Arthur Rihanna Hunter, who she is preparing to face and demonetized for that title. Tonight, the champ takes on another challenger to help clear her mind and make sure her game plan is as good as it needs to be before taking on her opponent for the pay-per-view here tonight. Now, we have seen Nevermore hold the Queen of the Realms title for a very long time. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we asked the question, and we'll be asking this question at the pay-per-view: how long will the Silver Raven be able to hold on to that title here at Monday Night Munchies? As she has a fierce opponent to take on tonight, as a former goddess of the world herself, the superstar Linda Suzuki.
And her opponent from Dallas, Texas, Linda, the Superstar Suzuki.
Looks to remind Adriana Nevermore why she was once the goddess of the world herself here at MLRW. And maybe trying to throw a monkey wrench into the plans and get herself involved in more ways than one into the title match picture at Demonetized. That's easier said than done in many situations. But if one woman we've known to have done it in the past could do it, it is this woman right here, who has fought tooth and nail in the past to become the goddess of the world. And tonight, she may be looking to do so here again. Champ at one side, former champion at the other. Ring that bell. Here we go. Oh, and Suzuki. New set of combinations coming out here as she catched her. That back elbow and all the way twisting around to that left head kick there. Now, single leg monkey flip tosses the champ to her back. As a common Goye running knee strike connects to the jaw. And Linda's not wasting any time. But oh, Adriana rolls through into the double stomp right into the sternum. As Adriana knew that dealing with Linda Suzuki is not an easy task. She hits that high angle moonsault onto the knees of Suzuki. Suzuki, though, gets tossed over the top. Elbow to the back. And now, what is this? Tiger feint around the turnbuckle post with no way to get out of it. Finally connects. 1, 2, But only a 2 count as it came very close for Suzuki. Start throwing some wrenches and plans here. Suzuki now pushing Adriana into the ropes. As the superstar, runs up and, throat chopped right across the top rope and she dropped down to the floor. Nevermore, not happy with it. She tilt the world head scissor takeover. Lands flush. As the champ now, big knee strike between the shoulder blades. And now grabbing her by the skull, picks her up and puts her down the hard way. As the champ, knowing how violent and dangerous Suzuki is, trying to return the favor, but do you really want to take the pace to your opponent's abilities or keep the pace at your own? And she gets caught yet again with that weird combination. And Linda dancing the night away as she feels more than confident being able to defeat the champ tonight in singles action. Champ floats back over top into the reverse DDT, slips it on in there. As a high angle moonsault off the top rope connects, and Adriana going for the pin. Only for one though. Nevermore now stomping away at Suzuki. She's on the mat there. But Suzuki coming firing back with these flying forearms. And a Pele. And now Suzuki going for the pin, thinking maybe that was more than enough to throw the champ off, but it was barely a 1. And Linda now trying to figure out if she needs to pull out the big guns here tonight. Claim victory. She gets tossed in a reversal into the corner and gets shot with a ribcage into that knee. That knee there. Now scraping the bottom of her boot across the face. The champion now possibly looking to set up something here. Suzuki trying to get to her feet, but gets slammed down face first yet again. This time from not of such a far range. As Linda meets Lenore. The Lenore drop. But only for 2. As it was not enough to put away a former champ like Linda Suzuki. And now Nevermore from the corner. Loading DDT into the pin. As the champ gets the victory here tonight. Over a tough former champion like Linda Suzuki. And speaking of someone getting some things going on, here comes the Dark Arthur. Round 100 from behind. Clobbering her in the back of the skull with that forearm. And now Rihanna, with the title in hand, strikes the champ across the skull. That demonetized, proving that no matter what she thinks, she's never safe. And lordy.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from no place in particular, weighing in at 346 pounds, Creature Knuckles Morse.
As our big fella local talent here makes his way to the ring, you have to wonder if his campaign to get a title match is still on the rise here at Monday Night Munchies, and wonder how close he is to earning a #1 contendership spot. But who is the big fella facing tonight? Well, this is an interesting predicament. As Psycho Canine looks to take on the big fella here this evening. Will it be the speed and agility to burn the house down of Psycho Canine that will give the victory to him tonight? Or will it be the might and strength and this newfound confidence in our local talent to pick up a victory as a clashing of styles happens tonight? The Psycho Canine, who has been on the hunt for that fast and free title, tonight looking to take the opportunity to not only possibly move himself up the ranks of the fast and free division with a big win over a tough opponent, but also tonight possibly kicking a peg out from under the big fella's advancement here in Monday Night Munchies. We'll have to see what happens here tonight in this contest. The big fellow on one side, Psycho Canine in the other. Ring that bell. Here we go. And the big fellow with a big boot. Wait, what the heck? Wait a minute. The match just started. That sounds like the Champs music. Why is Titans music playing? Oh! Psycho Canine trying to take advantage with the big fellow with a back elbow. Said not today, Junior, but gets caught as Psycho slips out of that 10-1 choke. So gets caught with the big boot now. Big boy splash from the local talent as he gets the pin attempt. But only two. As the size and sheer strength of the big fella here proving a little too much for Psycho at the moment. Now being slammed and forcefully dribbled across the mat there. So our local talent here just keeps stomping away and keeps Psycho Canine from using any of his speed and agility. As a skull puller connects. But they're running off the ropes. So off a Hart's rope. Big boy splash, but our Canine gets the knees up in time. And now our Canine sliding to the outside, trying to confuse the big fella. Oh, as he catches the big fella who is trying to fix his mask. Back elbow by Psycho. Now picked up, though, by the local talent into the running power slam. And thinking that's more than enough, going for the pin. But only for two. Stomp to the belly, misses. Grabs the hold of Psycho Canine, but Canine fights back with a back elbow. Our Canine, fire starter, or fire blast, out of the in the corner there, but oh no. Only a 1 count. That move's been known to put away a lot of the people in the fast and free division, but here tonight, our local talent proves is more than enough to handle. A quick fire blast from Psycho Canine. Our Canine taking off the top turnbuckle to try and distract the ref so he can do some stuff. Both gentlemen on the mat, winded and exhausted already. For all the insane action between both. Standing shooting star press by Psycho into the pin. But 2.5. Thinking more it was more than enough, but maybe that turnbuckle situation may have cost him some extra few seconds. Pick up a victory. Brings him around with the Hurricane Rana as big fella goes outside now. Uh-oh. Our Canine getting picked up. What's going to happen here? Oh, drops him face first on that LED board. As the big fella tosses our Canine. Oh, but our Canine bouncing back and catching him with a single leg drop kick. So he uses the horns to pick up the big fella. Uh-oh, but the big fella doesn't like that. Tosses our Canine into the steps. Count of 4 is a big boy splash by our local talent there. And now stepping on the forearm, stomping at the fingers. Says you don't get the right to touch those. I'll teach you a thing or two as he slams him against the floor there. The big fella going back in, climbing over the top rope with all the confidence in the world. Thinking Psycho's not going to make it back in time. He just does before the count of 10 even initiates. Oh, but out of the corner as he threw him in there. Big double kick boot. And now the big fella with his gorilla press. Oh! Gorilla press drive by the local talent. And now off the uh-oh, black hole slam, won't you clam? 1, 2, 3. As our local talent picks up the victory here tonight over Psycho or K9 with that black hole slam. And there was a moment there, Psycho had it going for him. Like, credit to Psycho or K9 for lasting as long as he did, but our big fella was not happy with the fact that the champ's music was used, trying to distract him. And right here, normally right there, as soon as that fire blast connects, normally puts away an opponent, but after a while, even after surviving it, and surviving other big moves from the big fella, a black hole slam finishes out the evening tonight for the contest. Victory here tonight, but the question still remains, why did the champ's music play? And why at the very beginning of the match of all moments? More questions and answers here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, more action to come as the future Duke Yosef.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Essex, Vermont, weighing in at 261 pounds, the future Duke Yosef.
After a series back and forth with Caveman Carl, who we saw earlier tonight, Duke Yosef tonight looks to continue on his winning ways, to move himself even more closer to the future he says he needs to bring about here in Monday Night Munchies.
And his opponent, representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from Belgrade, Serbia, weighing in at 247 pounds, one half of the men's, the Tag Team Alliance Wrestling Champions, Alexi Deuce.
One half of the two bad dudes and looking for some revenge after last week's events, as Alexi Deuce, one half the Head and Hammer, the two bad dudes, our men's tag team champions, looks to return the punishment and unfortunate favor back to Duke Yosef after last week's contest here tonight. And Alexi not wasting any time, waiting at him before the bell, but Duke seeing him coming from a mile away, moved out the way of that running knee, but still gets caught with this furious combo. It's Alexi with a powerful right hand to the top of the skull. And now Yosef, Fisherman's gets caught up in the pulse smackage, but only for one as Duke kicks out of it in time. It's Alexi trying to make sure he does not get caught off guard again. Beautiful combination. Oh, I think a thumb to the eye there by Duke Yosef to get out of that military press of Alexi Deuce. And now Alexi sent up on the ropes. Oh, bounced off forearm. multiple times into the kidneys and the lower part of the spine, trying to take away the lifting and holding ability of Alexi Dusik. And Alexi turning the tables on him, but gets reversed as well. It's Yosef now. Grab a hold of Alexi, drag him to his corner. And out of the corner, Bulldog. Take a drink if you will. As Yosef connects the Bulldog out of the corner into the pin. One, but only a one at the most. Yosef with the heavy hands there, striking. And knocking down Alexi onto the mat for the moment. Scoops him up. And now a little snake eyes for Alexi. As Duke Yosef going all the way up top and just continues to move as a falling splash. But Alexi says, I've dealt with worse. Bring it on. As a suplex attempt tried by Duke. But Alexi rolls around from it. Grabs hold of him by the goozle. Slams him down with that STO choke. And Alexi says, I will bend you to my will. Yosef getting sent into the corner. Alexi, big European uppercut out of the corner. So Alexi Dusik feeling the strength and power as he pendulum. Went for the pendulum clothesline and got caught with a mini launching clothesline of Yosef's of his own and a big, powerful right hand. Puts Alexi on the mat for a moment as Yosef, there's the arm, but Alexi fights back. Brain chop connects as Alexi looks for the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, but Duke kicks out. Drops the arm down there. You gotta wonder how well Alexi's stamina is at the moment. Being a tag team wrestler, doing the singles matches, takes a different level of stamina to do either match. And Alexi getting off from the top corner, realizing Duke was up to his feet a little quicker than he liked. And it worked out because Duke there, fireman's carry, and drops the knee across the bridge of the nose. 1, 2, and Yosef gets the victory. Maybe that knee across the nose was enough to keep. Oh, no, come on, Duke. Come on. Duke, you don't have to do this. You've won the match twice. It's more than enough. Why is he grabbing a table? What in the 9 hells is he thinking here? Oh, my Lord. Now going at the ref. Come on, Yosef. So-called man from the future acting like a big crybaby. Here in the present of LRW's Monday Night Munchies. And oh, no. Yosef picks him up. Choke slam in and through the table. Goes Alexi Dusik. As Duke Yosef trying to dominantly confirm more than enough that he's got to win over Alexi tonight. That was a new one, and that was the end of the show. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching tonight's action of Monday Night Munchies. We hope you had a wonderful time and have enjoyed all of tonight's festivities, but don't go anywhere, as we will have more action to come in the very near future as our end of the week show, Supper Showdown, comes up very, very soon this week. But for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this Monday Night Munchies, I have been your host, Knuckle J Moose, the loudest fat ass in the room. Here to thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You're watching over on YouTube. And as always, stay awesome, stay amazing, stay wiggly, and I will see you for the next exciting action here at LRW.